New breed, global truth.
As the economy is changing, Black women are getting evicted. Relationships are tanking. Less people are getting married. There's less support economically, stress and anxiety. It's interesting how now you see women turning to different spirituality that essentially makes them feel as if they are in control. When she was talking, she mentioned something about creating different potions that bring, prosperity and goodwill and merit and all these different things. And so they're basically doing these different rituals as a way to try to combat, negative things that they're maybe experiencing in day-to-day life. And imagine a lot of women are doing this as a way to cope and as a way to try to manage the stress of everyday life. It seems like a grasp of women basically trying to gain control in areas where they feel out of control, but doing it outside of structure, doing it outside of accountability, doing it outside of really anything that may require them to be self-reflective.
It's all about control, y'all. That's what it's all about. What's going on, everybody? I see y'all rolling in the chat pretty quick. Pound the like button on your way in. As always, welcome to another informative broadcast. I see y'all. Yes. Ledge is in the building. Derek's in the house. Naomi, Ahava, Natalie, Casper's in the building. We got to talk about it. I'm allowed to make a generalization. I'm allowed to make a generalization where when you see that the fact of the matter is this, according to data and statistics, most Black women in America are veering away from churches and following alternative spiritual practices. Most of them voted for Kamala Harris, who is a witch. And most of these women voted for Kamala because she endorsed this woman right here.
Beyonce is the top earning woman in music. She makes around $105 million, or at least she did last year. So along with all those riches, fame also brings bizarre allegations, like the lady who went to court accusing Beyonce of practicing extreme witchcraft.
Beyonce sure can cast a spell with her performances. But is she also practicing witchcraft? In head-scratching court papers, Kimberly Thompson, a former drummer for the singer's all-girl band, is accusing Beyonce of, get this, extreme witchcraft and magic spells and the murder of my pet cat. She's actually filed a restraining order against the star. Sounds kooky, right? And that's probably why a judge immediately denied Thompson's request for a restraining order. There's always been whispers that Beyonce belongs to some kind of secret society. They point to hand signals like this as an example of her communicating cryptic messages. But the accusations of witchcraft take things to a whole new strange level.
So the reason why Kamala Harris went and got this witch, because she knew that the women would follow her. And it's unfortunate, but the reason why they follow her is because they too are witches. Brothers, it's all about control. The reason y'all seen them spazzing out, tweaking, going through conniptions, and they were so infuriated with the fact that Kamala didn't make it in office is because it's all about control. See, it's always been about manipulating. The sin of rebellion is witchcraft. And the women have rebelled against the men. They've rebelled against the natural order, the patriarch. And they carry the Jezebel spirit. And it's a whole lot of them that carry it. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat this with you. Most BWs in America are feminist or closet feminists, and most of them dabble in the craft. Most of them are dabbling in witchcraft. This is just a fact. Why? Because they're lonely. They don't really have any control over their lives. So in order to endure some of the hardships and in order to have some sense of control, they gravitate towards witchcraft. This is a fact. And we're talking about BWs to be exact. Let's go.
American women in Maryland and across the nation are leaving traditional church worship. All of them are in search of something else, a spiritual belief that connects them to their ancestors and where they can feel more empowered to control their own well-being. They have found it in ancient forms of spiritual contact. Some call it witchcraft, a term they accept and embrace. For most of us, this is how we worship, a tradition that predates us all.
And when I do these videos, what I need y'all to keep in mind is if my title is most Black women practice witchcraft, there's no need for any woman to defend most of the women that I'm talking about. There's no need for you to say you don't do that and that's not how it is. That's not what's around you. That doesn't matter. The reason why I'm generalizing is because we have statistical facts and details based on how many women voted for Kamala Harris, who happens to be a witch, right? So, and we're also basing this on data showing that women, BWs, are leaving the churches and they're experimenting with alternative beliefs. It's very simple. Anyway, let's continue.
This, too, is an ancient art of worshiping, not to God, the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, but to spirits and deities that span the oceans and date back to pre-slavery days in Africa. Are you, in fact, witches?
Whatever the situation calls for. So if you come to me with pleasantries, you being respectful, you'll get Glinda, the good witch of the suburbs. But if you come at me with negativity and meanness and disrespect, then you'll get Eveline.
Now, do you hear this? These women were probably all in the churches and decided that it wasn't working in their behalf. Why? Because they did not have control over the situation. Now, here's the thing. A lot of you all probably wonder why I have a compassion for speaking in regards to BWs and actually pointing out what's actually happening. Well, that's because the Bible commanded us to rebuke the daughters of Zion. The Bible commanded us to correct our women. The Bible commanded us for us to call the sin out. And the sin of witchcraft is rebellion. And we got to call it out. Everybody want to worry about why not talk about this race or that race. They don't matter to me. These are supposed to be the women of the Most High. So I am going to address what actually matters. It's not about targeting. It's not about singling one person out or the next. The Bible commanded me as a man of the Most High to acknowledge this Jezebel spirit, acknowledge the witchcraft that our sisters are operating in, and call it out. Simple as that. I can't seem to understand why some BWs can't understand what I'm doing. If you're not involved with this, then this does not apply to you. Why would you be offended about something that don't apply to you? I'm not speaking about you. That makes absolutely no damn sense, right? For you to be mad at something you're not doing. Anyway, allow us to continue.
Your worst nightmare.
They have many names and titles and ranks within their belief system. They are college-educated professional women who've chosen to believe that theirs is a truer example of worship.
The Bible says, I suffer not a witch to live. That's what the book says. 1 Samuel 15:23 says, for rebellion is the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is an iniquity and idolatry. So the rebelliousness that our sisters have for us is a sign of witchcraft. And I could tell you it is all about control. Because listen, you got a lot of women out here who don't care how their sons turn out. If their sons turn out playing on the other team, homosexuals or whatever the case is, because they don't have the fathers in the picture. These women tend to don't even care as long as they can control their sons. I said as long as they can control them. As long as they know that their sons will bow before the divine feminine. That's how control hungry and manipulative these witches are. Make no mistake about it. This is how it goes.
that is inclusive of the genders. It connects them, they say, to their ancestors and fills a need not found in traditional worship, though most of them grew up in the church.
I was raised Christian, all Christians in my family. In fact, my grandfather was a preacher in the South.
Now, this looked just like Israelite women. A person would see these women and say, oh, these women look like righteous women. They got their head wraps. They seem to be clean cut, but they're telling you that they're summoning the ancestors, that they're summoning demons, that they're dealing with witchcraft. That's what's going on here. The Bible straight up tell you. It says in Ecclesiasticus 26:10, if thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty. See, when a woman has too much liberty, when a woman has too much time to just go whatever avenue she want to go in, liberty is freedom. When you give a woman too much freedom, she can tend to dabble in everything, and it makes her self-destructive. Too much liberty can make a woman self-destructive. That's why she needs order. That's why it needs to be a headship. That's why it needs to be someone over her who has the authority, because then they're going to start practicing this type of stuff. And what does the scripture say? Silly women laden with sin will be led into all doctrines, took away captive into these type of beliefs. And that's what's happening right now. They doing voodoo. They becoming priestess. I mean, look, you might not like it, but this is what's happening right now. They got a whole section on TikTok right now called Witch Talk. And guess what? It's nothing but BWs. It's nothing but BWs, all on Witch Talk. And they're telling you the different type of spells, the different type of conjuring and so forth.
What inspired you to become a Black witch? So my parents, they never forced me to believe in any religion. I wasn't forced to go to church. I was able to take my own path, use my own mind, and go with that. So I always was into like paranormal activity. I used to try to call in spirits when I was younger. Like, I was just into all the crazy stuff. And after plenty of research, I found that witchcraft is my path. Like, it's just so natural. It helps with my healing process. It keeps me at peace, keeps me happy. Nothing else makes me happy like witchcraft does. So nobody can tell me anything. That's why I never care about what people say. I live freely. I'm a free spirit. I do what I want when I want to do it. And nobody can tell me my path isn't the right path. And that's on period.
And that is what's going on all through TikTok. They got a whole section called Witch Talk. Nothing but BWs explaining how they made it to this particular lifestyle. It is literally, it's literally blown up over the last couple of years. And you wonder why 80% of our sisters voted for Kamala Harris. You wonder why. The woman who was endorsed by Oprah, another witch. Beyonce, another witch. Lizzo, another witch. Look, it's all witchcraft. You wondering why the numbers look the way they look. Because on the low, a lot of women are playing with these tarot cards. A lot of them are practitioners. Brothers, believe it or not, a lot of these women are doing spells on you. They're doing spells on the men. A lot of it not working. Because once a man stand on his convictions and understand who he is and what God he follow, these women are unable to have power over you. And that's why they were going through all these issues. I'm talking about psychological breakdowns after the election because they didn't like the results. It's all about control, y'all. I'm telling you.
I also grew up Christian. I grew up Anglican in the Episcopal Church. The older I got, the more disconnect I felt.
I was raised Baptist. My father is a deacon. My mom a deaconess. I was in church all the time.
These women are part of a sect, Ile Ola Afefe Osa Meji, spiritual temple. They worship and offer prayers to Oshun, a predominant deity.
She's the deity or the Orisha of aesthetics, beauty, sex, sensuality.
There are growing numbers of African American women who have chosen for themselves a new life.
There are growing numbers of African American women who have chosen themselves a new life. So when New Breed says most black BWs in America are turning towards witchcraft, how is my generalization incorrect when they have data on this? This is a fact. The numbers are growing expeditiously. And mind you, this particular documentary on Vice, there was a couple documentaries that came out years ago. This stuff is years old. Do you think it got progressively worse with the witchcraft, or do you think it got better? The answer is it's gotten worse. And you know that based on the election, based on the voting numbers. You know it got worse. You know our women as a whole have chose the occult. They chose the new age. They chose to be practitioners of the craft. They chose witchcraft. That's the facts. And there ain't nothing you can really do or say about it, but that's what they chose. And if you're not a witch and you in my chat and you mad at me before for bringing this topic out, what are you upset about? If you serving the Most High, if you serving the Almighty, there's no reason why you should be upset whatsoever. You should be happy I'm calling out the witchcraft, because these women are putting spells on other women too. They're placing spells on sisters who do follow the Most High. Some of you ladies wonder why you having doors of opportunity closing at you at the workplace. You wonder why certain things happening. Why? Because you're entertaining witches. You may be going to them for advice and don't even know you're entertaining a witch. See, once you go to them for advice or conversation or any source of agreement, they have a point of entry. And now they can wreak havoc in your life. And you looking at this because, oh, you know, they seem to be well-spoken. They seem to be nice ladies. Or they seem to be clean. You'll gravitate towards these women, not even understanding that her spiritual practices can weigh an effect on you if you're not careful. So this should be educational to women of the Most High too. But just know, here in Babylon, most of the women are practicing different practices. Let's just put it that way. Let's go.
Leaving the church in search of more meaning in their lives. And yes, it can be called witchcraft. At a recent convention in Baltimore, more than 200 witches gathered, a sisterhood, but their spells are for good, not for evil. In this ritual, the women are preparing an offering to Oshun on behalf.
They serving Oshun, and that's the same. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe Beyonce serves the Oshun too. There was a video where Erykah Badu, she was talking about how she serves the goddess she serves, and then the god Beyonce served. So, you know, this Oshun, they're really into that. This is what they do. Understand me? But we'll get there. Let's break this down. Let's go.
Of a woman in California who's looking for a mate. The omelet-type dish is sweetened with honey, believed to be a favorite of Oshun. Prayers are said over the offering and for the woman in need. A portion is offered to Eshu, the male counterpart of Oshun, and placed in a secret place beneath the stairs of this Odin home. Using shells, they ask the spirit if she is pleased. 4 shells are tossed to the floor, 2 land up, 2 land down. Balance. The gift is accepted.
She accepts it.
The traditions may seem odd to most, a mystery to some, complex and multi-layered. But these daughters of the moon, followers of Oshun, women, powerful, determined, and understanding, say there is nothing to fear. They are here, and they will be here for the foreseeable future. Yes, there are witches among us.
This is something that
Something else.
Hold on. They will be here for the foreseeable future. This was years ago. This video was years ago. And guess what, brothers and sisters? We are in that foreseeable future. We're living in a time now where these women are not following the Most High. They're not following Christ. I'm talking about most of them. Most of them are practicing lesbianism. Most of them are, you know, all about controlling the masculine principles of men. Most of them are really on a path of destruction. And the Most High talked about this in Isaiah chapter 4. He talked about how he's going to have to purge the filthiness of the daughters of Zion. That's what the Lord said. He will have to purge the filthiness of the daughters of Zion. There's real sisters watching right now. Glad that I'm bringing this up because it's saving lives. I'm going to show y'all something, right? We're going to go to another source. Let's play the rest of this and I'm going to go there.
Women, powerful, determined, and understanding, say there is nothing to fear. They are here, and they will be here for the foreseeable future. Yes,
they're all over the place.
There are witches among us.
This is something that our ancestors did, and all we're doing is tapping back into it so that we can become our best.
You see that, brothers? Every woman that got a head wrap don't mean she's serving the Most High. Every woman that got her, you know what I'm saying, got her little jewelry, her little beads, and her little African garment or whatever you call it. Every woman in the sundress and the head wrap ain't serving the Most High. These women is serving the Oshun. Like, let's not make no mistake about it. That's what's happening in America. So you brothers, if you're looking for a sister, then make sure that she understands her place as a woman, that she's going to be following the guy you follow, understand her culture, her heritage, her background, what she believe. Like, you really got to ask them the right questions to see what they into. And if you see little things, because the woman can easily lean towards different things because they're capricious in nature. So if you see little things as a man, that's when you're supposed to correct those things. Like, yo, sis, you don't do that because that represents this. If she listened to you, if she put away those things, then thumbs up. You can deal with her. If she's combative, if she's argumentative, if she don't want to put away her sage, if she don't want to put away her manifestation journals and her she don't want to stop getting yoni steams, then you know what the Bible tell you? I'm about to tell you right now what the Bible tell you. Hold on, let's go there. Isaiah 4, and we're gonna go down to, man, here we go. We're gonna go down to 4 and 4. Isaiah 4 and 4. When the Lord shall have washed away the filth of the daughters of Zion, and shall have purged the blood of Jerusalem from the midst thereof by the spirit of judgment and by the spirit of burning. And the Lord it says, and the Lord will create upon every dwelling place of Mount Zion, upon her assembly, a cloud of smoke by day and shining a flame by night. Hold on, I want to go down here where it talks about put them away. Put them away if they don't stop doing that stuff. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up. It might be here in Ecclesiastics. Hold on, we're gonna get that. Hold on. Man, I'm going to pull that up for y'all. I'm going to get to it. If y'all got the scriptures where it talks about if a woman don't want to put away her witchcraft, share it in the chat for time's sake, because I got a lot of sources I want to go to with y'all. Share it in the chat. There's a lot of study people in here, a lot of study brothers and sisters, where it talks about if a woman don't want to turn from witchcraft, sorcery, magic, paganism, any of it, you are to leave her alone. That's a form of fornication. Anyway, yeah, somebody said it. The Jezebels took a big L this year. They really did. They took a huge L this year.
Individually and collectively.
There's so much more to this story than our time will allow, so our conversation continues with these women, where they reveal much more to me. And if you want to watch the extended interview, head to our website, WJZ.com, to watch Behind the Lens. And for even more information, there is a link to the Daughters of the Moon.
Daughters of the Moon who serve the Oshun. I'm telling you, they're out there. They are out there. Hold on, I got more for y'all. Hold on, let me get my screen up. And everybody, do me a favor. If you're learning something right now, pound the like button on the video. Now, this is what you brothers got to look out for. 5 type of witches.
You're a witch. They were right.
All right, let's list this down real quick. Let's because you're going to see that a lot of these women fall into these categories here. You got cosmic, astrology, zodiac signs, horoscopes, celestial energy. So how many of you brothers know women who are into the zodiac sign, into the horoscopes? All they want to talk about is your zodiac. All they want to talk about is energy. Well, brothers, that's a witch. And by show of ones, you know these people in these categories. Brothers, I need you to participate if you've dealt with these type of women, so the public can know that, yes, you cross these type of individuals all the time. The second type of witch, divination, tarot cards, I Ching, palm ministry, tassology, tassophagy. Now, how many of you brothers know women who deal with the tarot cards? See, look, the brothers in the chat. Brothers have crossed these women. They won't even talk to you about, they won't even give you a time of day if you're a certain sign, some of these women. Somebody says, okay, I got a crown Nubian, probably a witch. Also, does topics like this do anything for the Black community? Yes, it draws awareness. I'm not concerned for doing something for the Black community other than separating the righteous from the wicked. 2/3 of the Black community is going to be destroyed. My nigga Breed knew the time. That's right. 2/3 are going to be destroyed because they're not going to turn to the Most High. They're going to stay in these wicked practices. And the reason why you ask that is because you're a witch. You don't want to hear topics like this because they point out who you are and what you do. But I didn't ask you to come over here. But since you over here, you should sit back and learn something instead of exposing yourself. All right, let's go to the next. It says kitchen, cooking. What does this say? Let me blow this up a little bit because I'm having a hard time reading that. Okay, it says cooking, home routines, homemade offerings, cleansing, and protection spells. So you got kitchen witches. Some of these kitchen witches got cooking channels. Some of them in the spirit cooking. Some of them putting that, oh no, up in your spaghetti. Some of them are dabbling in all of the arts and crafts up in that damn kitchen. Creating different concoctions and teas to do what? Do spiritual cleanses and things of that nature. That's what's going on. That's what's going on. It's like all I'm doing is telling you what's happening every single day. That's all I'm doing. All I'm telling you is what's going on in a lot of these BW's household right now. Dominique says, what about male warlocks? What about them? What about male warlocks? We're not talking about male warlocks. Do you see the title of the video? We're talking about witches. The point of talking about this is because, like, you know, y'all something else. Y'all always seem to expose yourselves, bro. Y'all always seem to do it. Why deflect? Why deflect that witchcraft with Black BWs is a problem in America? Why deflect that? Men don't have a whole section on TikTok called Witch Talk or Warlock Talk. Why deflect? Why do y'all always want to argue? I don't understand it. Why are you even here? Why are you watching me? Why are you here? Because I'm speaking the truth. And these are the things that y'all are practicing and you want to deflect. Now, we talking about witches. We're not talking about warlocks right now. When I want to talk about warlocks, I'll do it. And I got videos on warlocks. Right now, we're talking about witches. Look, green, herbalism, botany, folk magic, essential oils. So all of these women who claim to be herbalists, a lot of them who claim to be herbalists, they're witches. They're witches. Mixing different herbs and yeah, you just think it's all innocent. No, 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 no. Not at all. See, what y'all got to understand is the fallen angels, according to the book of Enoch, taught mankind different herbs, how to mix different herbs up to do spells. And then you have sea witches, ocean, lake, seas, lunar magic, weather magic. So if you got one of them type of women, I don't know too many sea witches. That might, I don't know. That might be white women. I don't know. But I can damn sure tell you that I've met women who've done all this stuff one way or another. It says sea or sea like the ocean. It says ocean, lake, seas, lunar magic, weather magic. Yeah. Like that, y'all think that's it? No, not at all. That's not it at all. Oh, let's go there. That's right. In case you think, and look, let's hear it from another BW telling you what it is. Let's let her tell you what it is.
There's gonna be a lot of people that's not gonna want me to tell y'all, you know, that I'm getting ready to tell y'all now. Men, you need to watch who you fucking with. I'm in a whole lot of witch, oracle, empress, black women coming into the craft type groups. It is hundreds. I have seen hundreds of pictures of you dudes.
So hold on. She says she's in a whole lot of witch groups. And it's a whole lot of BWs in these groups who got pictures of you dudes. This is a woman saying this. Are y'all going to say she hate BWs? Does this woman hate BWs for putting this on blast? Does she hate BWs for putting this on blast? Now, she's a witch too, because why is she a part of these groups? Why would she be a part of these groups unless she practice? Y'all be thinking this stuff is a game. Y'all be thinking people just making stuff up. No. A lot of BWs in America are feminist and they practice witchcraft. They bow before the divine feminine. They worship the Oshun. They all about controlling men. They are vengeful, wrathful, haughty, combative. They can't listen. Why they can't listen? Because they're rebellious. They're rebellious. They rather try to destroy. This is how these women are here. Instead of sitting back and listening to men of truth who understand what's going on, teachers, instead of sitting back listening, they rather be combative towards me. Y'all seen these women come in my chat trying to tell me how to dictate my show, and they are fixated with control. You don't control a damn thing over here on what I talk about. If you don't like my subjects, don't click on my videos. But they are fixated in harassing me. Like, these women won't leave me the hell alone, bro. Y'all have no idea how many witches just won't leave me alone. Y'all seen them. Soon as I brung that truth out, soon as I start showing what they do, what did they do? Come up in the chat and try to cause a distraction, try to cause a rift. Why? I'm telling you, they want control. That's all it's always been about, controlling. Let's go.
Do you understand me? That these women is putting inside of these groups and on full moons and on new moons.
So guess what? She just validated that there's women who do the lunar moon and full moon. She just validated it. She's saying when the moon is out, these women is out here messing around with the moon with pictures of you brothers. She's telling the secrets right here. This is what they're doing. The Bible prophesied that in these days that Babylon will become the inhabitant of every foul spirit. And that's what it is. Every foul spirit. Hold on, let's get to it.
They straight up casting full flat out spells on y'all because y'all out here being dirty. Look, black man, tell that woman.
You said they casting full-blown spells on you brothers.
And if you fucking around with somebody else, like they straight up fucking y'all lives up, and y'all think it's some invisible God out here making you have car accidents, making you be being stuck to a woman, and you can't never let her go, and you can't never get away from her, cause she didn't put blood in your motherfucking food. She got your picture in the middle of a group with.
She got your picture in the middle of the group, and all these women are chanting, they're channeling, they're doing different things. This is what's happening in these groups, and there's so many of them. But you brothers be looking at shorty got a fatty. Oh, shorty face card is straight. Oh, shorty this. You're not paying. You brothers, man. Man, listen, bro. Look, this is a men's empowerment channel. Yeah, she's a witch too, Derek Yashara. That's why she said invisible God. Because she why she in these groups. But peep this. This is a men's empowerment channel. Because I can't tell you, brothers, how many times I've crossed these type of women and my intuition kicked in and I realized what they were. Brothers, I can't stress this enough to you. Yo, don't just don't be mashing on shorties because they look good. Like, find something else out about them, bro. Find out if you can lead them. Find out what their mind is on. Like, use your discernment. Bro, you do not want to be latched on to these type of women who would poison you, who would put all type of foreign objects, or not foreign objects, but bodily fluids and things into your food, bro. You don't want to do that. You just don't want to do that.
With hundreds of other little young ass witches that ain't got no guidance, that ain't got no type of structure and discipline over them, and they just casting. You got 30 to 100 motherfucking women, y'all, sitting here saying, drive him into hell.
Damn. Imagine 100 women got your picture talking about drag him into hell. Yo, let me tell you something. Men are the Most High who speak the truth. You got a lot of adversity that you got to deal with, a lot of spiritual warfare that you got to fight. And there's a lot of these Jezebels out here. But you got to stand strong. You got to stay in the faith. But shorty putting it out there, what they be on? Yeah, this is nasty work. This is nasty work. But that's what's going on.
Hey, he paid for what it is that he did to her. Even if you just made a simple ass mistake, you know what I'm saying? You done pissed her off today. When you out here dating these women, you need to ask them what the fuck they believe in. I don't care. Just because she a Christian do not mean that she is not playing around with her witch friends in blood magic, the power of blood. Do you understand? Black women don't believe that motherfucking Jesus Christ shit. We know what the fuck our blood do.
Wow. You hear what she said? I'm going to repeat it. I'm going to show you what she just said. Listen to her.
What the fuck?
No. Y'all not listening.
Then black women don't believe that motherfucking Jesus Christ shit.
They don't what? Hold on.
In blood magic, the power of blood. Do you understand? Black women don't believe that motherfucking Jesus Christ shit.
me tell y'all, brother, something. Let me explain something to y'all. Y'all not going to like what I'm about to say. This is one of the tough conversations. There's a lot of women who came into the truth, who found out Jesus Christ was black, a black man, just like me. An Israelite, really. I'm going to tell you something. The same visceral and animosity that BW had for her daddy, her baby daddy, all the men that she's been up with, instead of taking accountability for the men she laid up with, that woman who has all that visceral towards men, once she found out that Jesus Christ was one of us, you think they really serving black Jesus? They don't even serve you. They don't serve you, brothers. Why would they serve black Jesus and they won't even respect you? They turn to witchcraft. They say, you know what? We're going to choose control. We're going to choose powers that are hidden. We're going to choose secrecy. We're going to choose the occult. We're going to choose divination, spellbounding, incantations, magic. That's what a lot of these women are doing behind closed doors. They're choosing the devil, bro. They're choosing Satan. They're choosing seduction. They're choosing blood magic. They're choosing sex magic. Hey, shout out to Minister Jap. Somebody said it. Mactical said it. Shout out Minister Jap said, if Jesus can't save him, why are you trying? My nigga Breed knew the time. You can't. Only thing you could do is cry aloud, spare not, and speak the truth. Whoever gravitate and understand the spirit that you're coming under, brothers, bringing truth and trying to awaken the people, that's who gravitates. Don't worry about trying to make people like you or what. None of that. People are going to do what they want to do. People are going to make the decisions they want to make. Always keep that in mind. You can't control what people do. You only can control what you do. Right? Let's go.
We know what the fuck our blood do. We have always known. I'm telling you, black men, watch who you fucking with.
They said they've always known.
Almost every black woman know that if she wants.
Now she's generalizing. Are y'all gonna get on her? She said almost all BWs. Listen.
That if she want a man.
Hold on, listen. Almost all.
Black woman know.
No, listen.
And watch who you fucking with. Almost every black woman know.
Almost every B-dub know. Yeah, her mouth is trash, bro. Her mouth is trash. Let's go.
That if she want a man to put blood in his motherfucking spaghetti, put that shit in his motherfucking tea, whatever, they out here doing it, and I'm watching them black men. Y'all better watch y'all motherfucking selves and start getting y'all life right. Quit playing with these women out here. They sinking y'all. All y'all asses either locked up. Y'all in some fucked up shit out here. The future of the black man, these young black men, it's not fucking looking good. Like, y'all need to get into y'all wisdom, into y'all own motherfucking knowledge, and find out who you are, find out who your ancestors are.
Y'all gotta find that. Look, you gotta get in the Bible. You brothers gotta get some discipline about yourself. You brothers gotta practice semen retention. You brothers gotta pray and ask for discernment, because it is dangerous out here. American women in general is an issue. And I'm gonna give a Willie D clap. I gotta give a Willie D clap for the white man. Because if the white man's goal was to turn black women against us, if their goal was to make them follow all sorcery, witchcraft, if his goal was to weaponize B-dubs against us, then damn it, y'all did it. Y'all did it. Y'all, look, they're successful. They did it. They did it. They achieved that. They didn't achieve everything they set out to do, but damn it, if you ask me, if he did a job of turning our women against us, weaponizing them against us, and using them to be a hindrance and a roadblock, like this lady just said, look, y'all in all kind of bad situations because of these bras. There's a graveyard full of black men that's there because they mess with one of these. A graveyard. Half the rappers that you see dead right now, listen, over half the rappers you see dead right now is because over this right here, bro. It's over this right here. Half the brothers you see incarcerated, it's over them, bro. Bro, I can't make this up. They did a bang up job weaponizing the B-dubs against us. Telling you, this is just a fact. Let's go.
Y'all out here fighting against shit y'all don't even know y'all fighting against. Like, this shit powerful as hell.
It ain't powerful to me. It don't have no effect on me. And no woman I deal with is dealing with this. But it took a lot of discernment, a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of energy to make sure that I ain't fall victim to this.
Watch yourselves. Watch who y'all date. Check your motherfucking food. Check your teeth. Check your motherfucking toothbrush. Don't let no motherfucking body get no hair. Hey, y'all better protect yourself.
Y'all think it's a game. Y'all think it's a game. A lot of these women are dealing with witchcraft, bro. And a lot of them are closet feminists. Look, let's go to witch talk. Because y'all think I just be making stuff up. Like they don't have a whole section of TikTok dedicated to what they do.
You have to work with your ancestors. Being spiritual and reaching your higher self does not mean that you have to practice live, laugh, love. And it does not mean you have to forgive everyone. And it does not mean that you cannot stick up for yourself.
And they all playing that damn Erykah Badu. Look.
This conversation with. But we have to talk about something. I was watching this video from a dream psychic talking about their precognitive dreams. I too have the gift of prophecy, foretelling, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I believe I've inherited my gift from my father.
Now, y'all hear this craziness, this madness she talking, right? I want y'all to understand this. There's women who claim to be prophetess and preachers and church leaders and have ministries that's talking the same thing as the witches. They're just witches. Somebody just mentioned me. What is that lady name? The master's voice, the king's voice. That's a witch. Don't mention me and nothing that witch did. She done wished death on people and so many failed false prophecies. That's a witch. They stage themselves as pastors and preachers and claim that they prophetess. Ain't no such damn thing as no damn prophetess. Hopefully you brothers is not sitting under no church learning from underneath no woman. If you are, more than likely you got an Ahab spirit. Because the Bible says, I suffer not a woman to usurp authority over a man, nor to teach a man. Matter of fact, I tell her to be quiet within the churches. Prophetesses are witches. Nothing more, nothing less. A woman come online talking about, hey, I'm a prophetess and the Lord told me this through the dream. And I had a dream about this and I had a dream about that. That's a witch. Nothing more, nothing less. Let's go.
So Al, the dream psychic, I believe that's his name, was talking about how he's been dreaming of muddy water. I told y'all, those of y'all that are in my private group, I've been dreaming of tsunamis. I've been dreaming of massive fucking floods. Mutual was saying this is just scaring people. Maybe we should just encourage them to wake up. But y'all have this ass backwards ideology as to what spirituality is. It's not all love and light. It's not if you are spiritual.
All right, if you are somebody just starting your spiritual journey or you feel stuck on your spiritual journey.
You know how many videos you hear like this? When you hear these women talking about their spiritual journey, if you're new to this spiritual journey, now, a lot of women get sucked into this. They get sucked into this because she looks like a normal sister. But there's something I want to point out. Yeah, it's all over YouTube too. That's all over TikTok. It's all over Instagram. These women are not following churches and following the Most High and following God or following a man. No, these women are following spiritualism, witchcraft. Look, that's an Egyptian unk on her neck. Also, you see the all-seeing eye. Do you know how many women are running around wearing that right now? It's normal. You see it everywhere. It's just fashion to them. No, that has meaning. That's the almond raw. The Ankh. Yeah, that's how you pronounce it. Telling you, this is what's happening. I mean, this is just the facts. Let's go.
Journey in this video is.
Now, most people will watch this. Oh, yeah, I'm just starting my spiritual journey. I'm starting to be aware. I'm leaving the matrix. I'm not caught up in, the world. I'm trying to better myself. A lot of y'all ladies will watch her and watch what she will do to manipulate you. Peep the game.
For you, I'm going to go through 3 different things.
Holding the 666 up.
That
you see?
Can do.
She made it her business to hold the 666 hand sign up. It's witchcraft. Let's go.
To help you successfully start or continue your journey. Number 1, shadow work.
Shadow work.
Now, a lot of people get shadow work a little misconstrued, right? When you come into spirituality, you start hearing about this word shadow work, and it's like, well, what the hell is it, right?
That means operating in the damn dark. This is what they doing behind the scenes. Shadow work. How many of you ladies want to get involved in shadow work? How many of you already doing damn shadow work?
Shadow work is nothing more than self-development.
Self-development.
Figuring out those parts of yourself that lie in the shadows, those things that are subconscious that you need to work on. This usually involves trauma healing, childhood healing, and things along that line.
Yo, shadow work is dealing with archons. That's what it's dealing with. Actual shadow beings. Channeling deities. Channeling spirits. But this is how, now, what she just said, it's just working on suppressed childhood memories and, all the things that you might have been through, just those traumas that have been hiding in the shadows. You see how this woman is able to grab you into this? You see why witchcraft is so popular right now among BWs? You see why so many of them are practitioners? Because this is what they watch all day. It sounds interesting to them. They're not weighing this through the parameters of the Bible, and they don't have a man there to teach them godly principles. So guess what? Shadow work sounds awesome. I do have a lot of suppressed things going on. I do have a lot of issues going on, and they're gravitating. These women go viral consistently. There's consistently people watching them. Look, the numbers don't lie. They don't lie. So if I sit up here and say most B-dubs in America are feminist witches, they are. That's all they watch. The numbers don't lie. They have itching ears and they've heaped to themselves teachers. And it just so happens a lot of their teachers are either witches, wizards, or warlocks. Make no mistake about that.
An easy way to start tapping into shadow work is to start journaling.
Our journaling, manifestation journals.
Writing down things that you want to release, write down things that no longer serve you, write down old memories or old events that may have happened that still are kind of fresh in your brain or things that taunt you over and over, and start to release and get that shit up out of your energy. Number 2, meditation. Now, a lot of people get
The Bible says meditate on the word day and night. Not practicing Buddhism or burning incense and candles and doing chants and incantations. That's not meditation. Meditation biblically says meditate on the word, on thy law, on the Most High's law, his word, his promises, his prophecy. Not meditate the way they do. That's witchcraft. Let's go.
meditation a little fucked up too. Okay, a lot of people get frustrated because number one, you start off trying to meditate for like 30 minutes and it's your first time, and then number two, you get irritated because you're trying to clear your mind the whole time and you realize that doesn't really work. The key to meditation is number one, start with smaller time frames. So see if you can go for a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and then up your time every couple of weeks. Number two, the goal is not to get your mind to be completely blank, but to get your mind to learn to focus. So try a mantra, repeating that over and over in your head, or try to focus.
There you go, mantras. That ain't what the Bible's talking about. Let's go to number 3.
Start with basic.
Ancestor and spirit team is number 3. It says start each day with regular communication with them. Who is them? Gratitude is always a great starting point. Starting in each day, communicating with your ancestor or spirit team. Now you full blown talking to spirits. Now you full blown every night before you go to bed. You full blown talking to a whole group of demons. You don't even realize that's who you're talking to. Now you're entertaining demons, thinking that's your ancestors. Now you just started off watching this woman, and if you made it to number 3, then she already done got you because you didn't gave that attention. That's right. Colossians, that's right, King Connect. Colossians 2:8, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the traditions of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Christ. That's right. That is right.
Conversation. When you wake up in the rising, say hello. Thank you for this.
So imagine your crazy ass sitting in your house. See, this is what the B-dubs is doing right now. Imagine your crazy ass sitting in your house, waking up, thanking invisible people, but you didn't want to serve Christ. Imagine you waking up through feminism. You refuse to serve a man and actually greet him, wake up, make love to your husband, have children and have a family, but instead your lonely ass wake up talking to your invisible friends. Imagine that. Imagine you sitting there talking to invisible buddies, trying to astral project and build a connection with some people who don't even damn exist. You can't make this stuff up, y'all. Somebody said, Breed, come with it. Man, I tell you.
Stay. Thank you for helping me, assisting me in that.
Thank you for helping me assist. No more thanking the Lord. No more thanking the Most High. But before you go to bed at night, you need to thank the ancestors for assisting you with your day. Thank you, ancestors, for helping me put my shoes on. Thank you, ancestors, for not letting me get fired from work today. Thank you. Are you serious? No wonder y'all was mad when Kamala didn't get elected. No wonder y'all was mad. I think I get it now. Y'all asses is crazy. Y'all crazy. No wonder a woman posing as a black woman who practiced Buddhism, who openly rejected Jesus and put 2 Christian students out of her rally, had them removed. No wonder y'all were so upset that she didn't get in. Y'all against Jesus too. These women don't love Jesus. They hate him. Carmela over there serving the Hanuman and everything else. And her whole team she selected, every woman she selected was a witch. And y'all started tweaking and going off on us because we didn't want to be under y'all spell. That's what it really is. They're angry at the black man, aka the Israelite man, because we did not want to be under a demonic spell, bro. That's what it all comes down to. My nigga Bree knew the time. That's what happened. They've been doing all this root work. They've been burying brothers' drawers. They've been taking hairs. They've been taking toothbrushes. They've been going out howling at the damn moon. They've been doing all these burning incense and candles. And now they mad because black men like, nah, we don't want no parts. We don't want no parts of that. We ain't going for that. We're not bowing before none of that. Ezekiel. Because they despise my judgments and walk not in my statutes, but polluted my Sabbaths, for their hearts went after their idols. Let's say it again. Because they despise my judgments. They hate God. They hate the Most High. And walk not in my statutes. They ain't honor no law, statutes, and commandments. Have these women in the church don't even want to honor the commandments because they don't want to be submissive. They don't want the husband to be the lead. They want to usurp authority. They don't want to keep quiet in the churches. You think they want to keep those statutes? You think they want to keep those commands? No. But they polluted the Sabbaths. They was out there twerking. Their hearts went after idols. Their hearts went after idols. Now this woman is talking about thank your imaginary friends every day you wake up. And why none of the BWs in America, watch what I'm about to say. Why none of the B-dubs in America do you see any of them speaking against the LGBTQ plus? And when I say speaking against them, I'm not talking about people's personal lifestyle. I'm talking about I want to call it a Trojan horse, but let's call it the programming and the agenda that they have on your little boys and little girls. Why y'all never spoke out against that? Why y'all hate me? Why y'all hate me, but y'all don't have no disdain for people going into your schools, teaching your little boys that they can be little girls, or teaching your little girls that they can be little boys? Why y'all hate me so much? Why does the BW hate me so much? I don't understand it, but I do. Because y'all on the other side. Y'all out here doing the devil's work. Y'all working for the devil, man. That's just what it is. Anyway, let's go.
Dance or whatever the case is. Thank you for watching over my family as they slept, blah, 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 so on and so forth. The same way that you would talk to grandma if she was here or grandpa if he was here is the same way that you communicate with your ancestors. It's literally that simple. If you can start with these three things and start to master these three things, then I promise you.
Yo, she wants y'all over here talking to your grandmas who passed away. She wants you out here wilding. This is crazy. Chanel says, I don't hate you. I'm not talking about all of y'all, man. No doubt about that. I'm talking about most of them. Most B-dubs in America hate me. Not most BWs. Let me rephrase this. Most B-dubs in America hate all black men. So when I said that, I'm not just talking about me. Most BWs in America hate all black men. That's just the facts. That's just the facts of the matter. You can go overseas and you don't get that type of hate. You can travel. I'm a traveled man. The Bible says a traveled man availeth much wisdom. I'm telling you right now. Somebody said, Dr. Umar pushes the talk to your ancestors too. Yeah, he's a warlock. And Dr. Umar also caters to BWs, and they're going to turn on him soon. Now, peep what I just said. They're going to turn on him soon. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time where The B-dub is going to turn on Umar. Y'all just pay attention. Just wait. Even though he be my sister, my queen, or I ain't dealing with no snow bunnies and all, watch. Just watch. There's something coming. They're going to turn on him too. No matter how much he pander, it doesn't matter. Let's go.
That your journey will start on the right foot.
What inspired you to become a Black witch? So my parents, they never forced me.
Different.
We already went over that one.
Period.
Baby, just off the fact that you're aware that you want to start your spiritual journey.
This is how the witches get you every time. Spiritual journey. Hey, you want to start your spiritual journey? This is how you do it. You know how many views these women be getting? Millions. Who you think watching them? BWs. Who you think supports them? Who you think show up to their groups? Who you think finance them? BWs. And of course, Black, you got BMs too. BMs be rocking with them too, ones who are alternative. And that's why they don't mind men being alternative, because they're under their subjection. When a man is alternative, she can manipulate and control. She can manipulate and control that man. So they love those guys. They love those guys who not really, standing on patriarch.
Is you starting your spiritual journey. Everyone's spiritual journey starts off differently. Everybody's spiritual journey is different. So it's really up to you and what you feel called to do. But I'll give you some tips and recommendations, and you can do whatever you want with this information.
Same thing.
First, starting off, you have to realize that you are a divine being having a
human experience.
Human experience, and life is literally an illusion. And the purpose of life is literally just to help your soul grow and learn.
So the Bible says otherwise. The Bible says the purpose in life is to honor the Most High and do His commandments. It says that's the whole duty of man. So she just took you out of the Bible altogether. She said you just having an experience and your whole thing is just to make your soul grow better. That ain't what the Bible say. Bible say the honoring God's law is the duty of man, the whole duty. We here to serve a creator. But this is what these women are sitting around learning.
Number one priority of your spiritual journey is to get to know yourself and get to know your life's purpose, get to know why you're here, get to connect with yourself. That being said, I'll recommend that you do some practices that help you become more self-aware.
Now this sounds good. This sounds good to a lot of women. The average woman will hear this and say, I do want to know why I'm here. Let me show you how the woman's mind thinks. I want to know why I'm here. That sounds interesting. I can get more in touch with myself and understand who I am and get more rooted so I can know my purpose. You're being inducted in witchcraft. Okay, let's see. Black Housewife says, New Breed wants the women he talks about. He should be happy and satisfied with all his wives. Yo, why are you here, bro? Like, why are you bothering me? Black Housewife, if you're a housewife, why are you here harassing me, bro? Why? Like, why y'all won't leave me alone? Now you trying to convince people that I want a witch. Lady, go to bed. Go to bed. If you're a housewife, what time is it? What time is it, bro? I cannot do this, bro. Ma'am, it is 9:44 p.m. Standard Eastern Time. Ma'am, leave me alone, man. Just leave me alone. My nigga Breed knew the time. I'm over here talking to my people. Why? Why are you here harassing me? Why? Where's your husband? I cannot do this, bro. Ma'am, go to bed. Go to bed. Just take some time and get you some rest and leave me the hell alone. Let's go.
Meditating. The act of meditating is so simple, but yet it is so powerful. For me personally, meditating has helped me so
They all say the same thing. It's like a starter kit to witchcraft. They all give you the starter kit. Let's go to the next one.
TV shows, these niggas wouldn't know how to be gay.
Oh, look. I'm going to turn this off for the music. Put cinnamon in your wallet. Don't buy mass-produced spiritual products. Itch. You need to know the broad making your waist beads. Energy transfer is real. Like what? Leave your damn ancestors some of that home-cooked meal. They hungry and need money too. So they donating to the ancestors. Like these were like, bruh, this look like every woman in Atlanta. I'm not lying to you. This look like every woman in Atlanta. And I personally believe they all be into this stuff because they have the spirit is similar on all of them. That's right. 1 Thessalonians 5:22. Abstain from all appearances of evil. This is why when women come into the truth, we need to study the word. And it says study the word and stay away from these worldly practices. Exactly. That's sound advice right there. Look, hey, King Connect, no, I'm not lying. Because we in the same area. They all look just like her. We're not making this up. They all look like that. They all have that same look, bro. There's no lies being told here. Look, that's not all. I know y'all like, damn, Bree. I know you proved your point already. Some of y'all probably like, Bree, you proved your point. A lot of these B-dubs are in the witchcraft. No, I'm not done. I am not done yet. Because y'all need to know without a shot of a doubt, I'm not just in here making stuff up. I don't make titles and videos. I don't do clickbait. I don't do shock jock stuff. I don't do none of that. I have to show you that this is a reality in America. So we're going to keep going in. Let's go.
Kind of in this generation where we're finally like falling back in love with
Part of this generation, we're falling back in love with our roots and ancestry.
our roots and our ancestry, and like finally like learning and seeing the power and herbal remedies that our grandmothers had and stuff like that. You know, like it's different. But I do think it's popular because
it's popular. Did New Breed say it was popular, or is it popular? Is witchcraft and Black America, Black social media spaces, is it popular, or am I just making it up? It's popular. A lot of women are doing this. A lot of B-dubs are into this stuff. Yeah, exactly, Mr. Wild. See, popular don't make it right. But I'm pointing out the fact that when I say a lot of B-dubs are into this feminism and witchcraft, I'm not lying. That's the point I'm trying to make. Because you have people say, well, he singled out BWs. Yes, I singled them out because it's actually popular in our culture. It is what you call a subculture. That's what it is. At this point, witchcraft and Black culture amongst BWs have become a subculture. It is very relevant and it's urgent that we talk about this, right? Let's go.
you do see a lot of the aesthetically pleasing parts of it. You see like the flowers and the herbs and the
You see the aesthetically pleasing part, but you don't see when they have to number 2 in their own damn hand and eat it. You don't see when they take that. You don't see when they take that period blood and got to smear it on their face and go outside on the full moon. Oh, you see all the little herbs and trinkets and little jewelry in their face, and you see all that. But you don't see when they having sleepless nights and having sleep paralysis and being demon possessed because one of their spells then backfired on them.
My nigga Bree knew the time.
It looks good on the outside, right? But you don't see when these women gotta, you know what I'm saying, do some type of ritual that requires the blood of other of animals, and they got to do certain things. It all looks good on the outside, but when they get gruesome, y'all don't be seeing that part. That's why y'all ladies be wanting to be involved. That's right. Brittany Noon says they are very bitter also. That's a fact. That's a fact. Somebody said you can see drug abuse in her eyes. Wow.
On Lex's page, you can find aesthetically pleasing videos of tarot readings.
Look, it looks so alluring to you all, right?
Tending to her ancestor altar and conducting rituals. There's a soothing quality to this content that makes it enjoyable to watch. And
yep, y'all be enjoying watching what she doing. Her content is popular. She be going viral doing this, and whole time y'all just think it's nice. Like, you ladies be into this stuff. Yeah, you're watching a witch. She's divining. She's bringing you in. She's recruiting you to witchcraft. And a lot of y'all have officially crossed over.
Resembles content like ASMR. Some witch talk related content includes the hashtags relaxing or soothing, and this connection might be a part of its booming popularity.
Booming popularity. Look, right there, I see 40,000 likes. So guess what that means? Millions of people watched her do this. Millions of people watched this woman do a spell in her house. Millions of people. Who you think these millions of women were? I mean, millions of people were. She's a BW. Who you think supported her? Who you think is supporting her? Who you think these millions of people are watching her? Same people who voted for Kamala Harris. Oh, we just warming up. I hope y'all know that I'm just warming up. I'm full of energy, and I'm not letting up off the gas. So do me a favor and pound the like button. We got more sources to go to. Let's go. Let's go.
The world of spirituality has a long history of being misunderstood. For example, during the 1700s,
evil,
I ain't trying to hear none of that.
spirituality, it's seen as evil.
You are evil, ma'am.
Spirituality movement online is very broad, and it encompasses practices from a wide variety of cultures and backgrounds. There's paganism, voodoo, brujeria, hoodoo, indigenous practices, and many, many more. The term witchcraft has also been used to other the religions and traditions of cultures. It probably came from someone else's.
These certain tools or whatever are sacred to us generationally, and spirit lives forever.
This was me.
I'm telling y'all. And look, how could you ladies vote for this?
In her own words, Sanger pushed for a society that limited births to those she deemed fit to have children.
Well, I think the greatest sin in the world is bringing children into the world that have disease from their parents, that have no chance in the world to be a human being, practically. Delinquents, prisoners, all sorts of things just marked when they're born.
In 1916, Sanger opened the country's first birth control clinic. As a member of the American Eugenics Society, she advocated improving the genetic composition of humans through controlled reproduction of different races and classes. She often wrote about the issue in the journal she founded, called the Birth Control Review. In 1919, writing,
I personally believe in the sterilization of the feeble-minded, the insane, and the syphilitic. The most urgent problem today is how to limit and discourage the over-fertility of the mentally and physically defective.
Many point to a 1923 New York Times interview as proof of Sanger's racist motives, in which she referred to people as weeds, saying,
It means the release and cultivation of the better racial elements in our society and the gradual suppression, elimination, and eventual extirpation of defective stocks, those human weeds which threaten the blooming of the finest flowers of American civilization.
She talked about the need for race betterment through controlling these weeds, basically undesirable people.
In 1939, after opening another clinic in Harlem, the birth control activist launched the Negro Project, an initiative supported by black leaders, such as civil rights activist W.E.B. Du Bois. Critics claim the program used the pretense of better health and family planning for poor blacks in the South as an attempt to limit the black race. Ludwig says some on the left grapple with Sanger's past and how to interpret her legacy.
They know when she writes about human weeds, they know that it's repulsive. They know it's disgusting. The left will never abandon Margaret Sanger because if they do, she's the foundation of so many of their views.
Sanger once shared her vision for a preferred race at a women's branch of the Ku Klux Klan, writing in her autobiography,
"Always, to me, any aroused group was a good group."
Despite those views, liberals praise Sanger's work while ignoring her history.
I admire Margaret Sanger enormously. Her courage, her tenacity, her vision. I am really in awe of her.
Colored people are like human weeds who need to be exterminated. The person who made Planned Parenthood, that's what she said. The left, which you ladies keep voting for, they inherit all of her philosophies. They praise her. How I know a lot of y'all are evil and they're doing the devil's work? The fact that you believe that a woman should have the right to destroy her own nation. Not to take accountability for who she chooses to deal with, but only make a choice after she's done the deed. And the hardest place for a black child to survive is the BW's womb. That's an actual fact. It's an actual fact. Because you have been under the spell. You have been under the spell of Margaret Sanger, a Ku Klux Klan member, a witch, a high sorceress. Kamala Harris pulled up in the DNC with an actual Planned Parenthood van. And y'all came up, hotties for Harris. While that van was out there, she was offering abortions and vasectomies. I think it's pretty sad that you don't want to trust the direction that men are going. You don't want to listen. You want to attack me when I bring out facts and I bring out truth and I talk about the current state of us as people. You want to get mad at me when I tell black men in America that they should weigh their options and deal with other women. You get mad and you get online, but none of you women check your sisters. None of you women who watch from the background ever react to my content. No, you don't. You don't get on YouTube and say, I want to react to what Brother Breed just said and say that brother speaking the truth. And you know what? I'm going to speak out against this demonic stuff. I don't see no women speaking up against it. And you wonder why I tell brothers that you better start broadening your horizon. So if you ladies got questions like this.
Why do black men love white women and Latinas so much?
Analyzing. Analyzation complete.
Black women have insisted that they are strong and independent and no longer need a man. In fact, they are getting more degrees and creating more businesses than their male counterparts. This doesn't leave a lot of space or room for loving and caring for your man. As a result, these men are going towards cultures that are going to be more open and welcoming to him. It is not a matter of skin tone, but a matter of culture, as Black men wish to be loved by their woman and not compete with her in every level and aspect of life.
The AI is right. The AI is right. Men want to be loved by their woman. It's not a matter of skin tone. It's a matter of culture. We want to make sure that you're not going to exterminate our child. We want to know that our baby is safe in your womb. We want to know that you're not going to be negligent. We want to know that you're going to be there. We want to know that you're going to be supportive of your man and not look at him as competition. We want to know that you're not going to be an opportunist, that you understand the value of family, the value of a legacy, and the value of a dynasty. It's not a matter of skin color. Men are trying to survive y'all's onslaught, y'all's murderous onslaught, all because you want to be rebellious. It's not a matter of skin color. It's a matter of survival. We're at war. And until our women get on board and understand that we're in the middle of a war, you just had Margaret Sanger say, our seeds need to be rooted up, plucked out, and exterminated. It is war. And any woman who's not on code, all you other women should be talking about it, because look, ladies, they're making it hard for you because men ain't going to keep taking this stuff. I'm going to ask y'all ladies something. All you women who hate me, who hate New Breed, but you always harassing me, right? You're always casting judgment and you're always making remarks of calling me a male chauvinist. You call me a sellout, all these names. Let me ask you something. Just a real question. Do BWs who get abortions, are they sellouts? BWs who get abortions, exterminate their own children, are they sellouts to their people? Because you'll call a man a sellout if he say, broaden your horizons, brothers, date outside of this madness going on in America. But nobody's calling the woman a sellout who our children aren't safe with. Can we make some sense of that? All I can do is point out the hypocrisy because that's all I see. All I see is hypocrisy within our people. But you angry at me. I'm the enemy. Somebody said, that's the problem. BWs have become so wicked. We want love from everyone. Only your man and children should love you. The love from them should be enough. The love from your children, your husband, your family, your tribe should be enough. But no, you got Instagram. You got social media. Nowadays, women ain't even concerned about looking sexy for their man because they're getting 100 likes on social media, 1,000 likes on social media. They like, look, they're gonna look sexy for the gram. Like Ye said. Hey, like Ye say, it's the gram that's after your woman. The gram is after her. Because why? They want validation and attention. You brothers got to compete with too much. That's why you got to find you a woman who well-rounded. Yep. Let me see. Somebody says BWs have their own show, Wicked City, made in Atlanta. You know I gotta look it up. You know I gotta look it up. Because I'm not surprised. Wicked City. We're gonna look that up. Oh, yeah, Wicked City trailer. Oh wow, all witchcraft. It's a whole witchcraft show. Why am I not surprised? But when New Breed talk about that, that's what a lot of B-dubs is turning to. He's the bad guy. He's wrong. He's picking on somebody, right? Hold on. Look at this. There you go, Wicked City.
Supernatural threat that we must rise to meet.
Are we sure we're all ready for this?
It's a virus called fear fever.
This could unravel everything.
There go the black girl magic. Y'all still feeling the black girl magic? And also there's a celebrity witch show that took place in Atlanta, and it was a reality show where they were just like, it was called like Witches of Hollywood, Witches of Atlanta. Witches of Atlanta is what it was called. Like this is the subculture right now. Look, let me show y'all something. The women are turning from Israelites. Bet your bottom dollar that they don't want no order. They're not following the Hebrew Israelites who got the order. Just know that. They definitely ain't turning to the church, turning away from the churches unless they get a position where they can lead in the church. Or they just go in there to socialize and fraternize. So what else are they doing? They're turning to the internet. They turn into all these spiritual leaders who sending them on a spiritual journey. That's why they're rebellious. That's why they remaining single. Damn, Walking Dead.
I want you 5 to work together.
And look, 5 witches working together to take over something.
Find the threat and eliminate.
Yo, you think this stuff is just made up? Y'all think they just making this stuff up? No. Look at the...
I think spreading it looks like little girl.
I like you.
Look, we talked about it. The lesbianism that's going on. Shit, y'all think this stuff is a damn game?
There's a new council rising. I will tear down the council by any means necessary.
Hey, yo, there's probably a real council here in Atlanta, like a real council of witches that sit here and they go to their little building and they do their seances and they do what they do all day, every day, and plot on taking down leaders and political leaders and all that. Real talk. It's real talk.
Whatever she's looking for, it's definitely here.
We have to stop this creature.
Well, there you go. It's a lot of the alternative going on in that show. Yeah, I'm telling you, this stuff is real. This stuff is real. Somebody said the Jezebel skin is sizzling listening to this. Don't like getting exposed. That's right. That's right. They don't like it. It's like anybody who took the time to listen to this stream and heard what I was saying and got anything negative to say about me bringing out this witchcraft, sorcery, and magic, you know what side they on. And I'm specifically speaking about women. Anybody who have an issue with what I just said did not listen to the message. Somebody said, you're right. It's already backfiring. Ambitious Elisa says, I hope this isn't on TV. It's already there. This is like what? That's like the third season, second season. Let's get Natalie out of here. Let's get Natalie out of here. Let's get her. Let's rebuke it. Let's rebuke her out. Somebody said they took their mask off in this season and showing who they are, but Sims still believe they are ratchet. Somebody says them witches so weak, bro. I promise you, their power is weak, bro. It don't even work. Oh yeah, it ain't gonna work on a man of the Most High. But this is the reason why they're turning to this stuff.
As the economy is changing, Black women are getting evicted. Relationships are tanking. Less people are getting married. There's less support economically, stress and anxiety. It's interesting how now you see women turning to different spirituality that essentially makes them feel as if they are in control. When she was talking, she mentioned something about creating different potions that bring, prosperity and goodwill and merit and all these different things. And so they're basically doing these different rituals as a way to try to combat, negative things that they're maybe experiencing in day-to-day life. And imagine a lot of women are doing this as a way to cope and as a way to try to manage the stress of everyday life. It seems like a grasp of women basically trying to gain control in areas where they feel out of control, but doing it outside of structure, doing it outside of accountability, doing it outside of really anything that may require them to be self-reflective.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of BBLs in hell, man. It's going to be a lot of plastic face fillers. But notice she said that notice that she said that they're doing it to gain control in places of their lives where they don't have control. That's what is going on. That's what's going on right now. Places they don't have control in their lives, they out here trying to gain control in the spiritual realm. And they're doing this by any means necessary. By any means necessary. Brittany says, I'm here in San Antonio, Texas, and the Hispanics are big on the Day of the Dead and giving glory to the dead, which are demons. Yes, that's very true. Yes, they're very obsessed with death. My wife and I was actually just talking about that. And it's partly because of their captivity by the conquistadors was heavy on it. When you look at all our captivities as Israelites in general, we've been under certain bondage, and whatever culture that we were under bondage under, that's what we adopted. That's what we adopted. And it just so happens in America, bro, I don't know what type of, just like the Bible says is that Babylon will be the home of every foul spirit. Whatever then got into the BW in America, bro, it is actually scary. It is actually scary what got into her, bro. It's something else. It's something else. Telling you right now, it's something else. It's like, and I'm not talking about all of them. Not talking about all of them. But man, it's a good deal of them. But then when you go outside the country, Black women just treat BWs outside the country. They are just totally different, bro. Unless they've been Americanized, unless they drunk the wine of Babylon. But outside the country, they're more submissive. They're just more humble. They're approachable. I mean, you can talk to them. I'm telling you. Somebody said, do not as the other nations do. That's what the Bible say. And that's what's happening. And the way that the BW crashed out after this election, it showed us a lot. It showed us a whole lot just based on how they crashed out, man. It is something else. It's remarkable. I'm going to go to a definition here. Generalization. Generalization is the definition. And I do have a super chat. Hey, I'm gonna say something too, man. Like, since when y'all stop supporting my channel? I've been meaning to ask y'all that. I noticed that you brothers and sisters don't really be supporting the show no more. Y'all don't really do the super chat thing. Y'all don't do the Cash App thing. Like, I mean, is my material not worth? I mean, it's worth watching. Let me get this right. Is it worth watching, but it's not worth supporting? Or am I too controversial and you don't know if you like me, or what is it? I mean, I just noticed that it's not a lot of support coming in here. So when I get these little super chats, I'll be very grateful for that, because this channel over here is one of the better channels on YouTube, but it doesn't get the support it deserves. So, you know, it's just something that's standing out to me. And I do appreciate the support. And I engage with my audience pretty much like nobody else. I open the links, I let y'all come in, I let y'all chop it up. But it seems like the support is not there. I just noticed it. G, thanks for the support, though. I appreciate you, bro. Says, hey, Bree, what you thinking about Yaki Awaken, thinking the brother got a message, but I think he may be a warlock? Man, you come on, bro. We ain't gonna just call out. I got my thoughts, man, and I don't know enough about him. Let's just say that. If I'm speaking quite frank, yeah, I don't know enough about him. From what I seen, from what I ascertained, from seeing what he does, I think he's a warlock. Let me just speak 1,000%. I ain't gonna be partial to the brothers and the sisters. That man probably a warlock, more than likely. I have to do my research, but I've heard him say some radical things that's not biblical. And I know when he first got into the herbal thing, he came like he was a biblical believer, but now he be into all kind of other stuff. So I'm more so thinking the man might be a warlock. I don't know enough to accurately say that, but I will keep my eyes open. He be saying some wild stuff that's not biblical. The Most High, thanks for the super sticker. Hitman as well, thanks for the super sticker. I appreciate the support, man. You know what I'm saying? Barbara Line, thanks for the support. I appreciate it. I know times ain't always easy out here, but you know, y'all ain't at the club right now. Y'all ain't rocking out there. You know, you ain't going out there spending your dollars. You know, why not support your entertainment and your edification for the night? You've been rocking with me. You know, show some support. You know, the Cash App is in the also in the description box, and you know what I'm saying? If any Cash Apps come through, I'll shout y'all out. Let you know that I got you. And you know what I'm saying? Because I'm putting together these 2-hour shows and putting this info out there, and support your brother, man. Motivate me to want to keep doing this every night. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that my people really rocking with me. Truth Seeker says, New Breed, your show was fire. I hope people took a lot of knowledge and apply it to their life and repeat and come back to the almighty Yahweh is the king. And that, you know, that's the overall message. I bring these things out. If you're a black woman and you know people dabbling in this and you see these videos going around, my job is to tell you to be aware of this stuff. Stay away from it. And I want to thank y'all for becoming members too. There's a lot of people becoming members right now. G Yachty, thank you for the contribution. I appreciate the super sticker. But yes, this definitely has great replay value. But man, you know, look, repent. And if you are involved in witchcraft, if you're doing the tarot cards, if you're doing the psychic readings, if you're doing all of these things, repent. Turn to the Most High. That stuff is going to lead you in hell. The Bible speaks very avidly in regards to witchcraft and how you got to put it away. But I'm going to read this definition because, you know, that's what a lot of people struggle with when I make certain comments or titles Generalization is a form of abstraction whereby common properties of specific instances are formulated as general concepts or claims. Generalizations post the existence of a domain or set of elements, as well as one or more common characteristics shared by those elements, thus creating a conceptual model. As such, they are the essential basis of valid deductive inference, particularly in logic. So, if I can gather enough evidence, right, to substantiate that BWs in America are leaning towards witchcraft based on actual statistical details, numbers, how many, who's viewing what, who's doing this and who's doing that, as well as the news, what has been gathered. Guess what? I can generalize. Nothing wrong with generalizing. So some, when ladies get mad, well, I'm a woman of God. I don't do that. You're going against black women. No, I'm not. I'm going against most of them because according to the numbers, most of them are leaning towards witchcraft. And I use logic to ascertain that. And I brung out facts. I brung out details. Look, this is the thing. Let me get back on the screen. I'm not just on here calling women witches because the average fool would say, oh, New Breed's just calling women out their name and he's just going in on all. No, I made a statement that was a generalization, but I brung facts to substantiate what my claims were. And I would appreciate anybody viewing who understands to share my material. Share this because it's going to help somebody avoid getting involved in that stuff. It's going to help somebody not get involved in the damn dark side and be out here doing the devil's work. Perpetual Learner, thank you for the support, man. I appreciate it. But what I will say, if you're going to support me with $2 here, $3 here, $5 here, you might as well do it on Cash App. Because actually super chatting such a low amount is actually not going to do anything. It takes a percentage out. So I'm going to go read my Cash Apps, man. And some brothers and sisters came through. And I'm going to read that. I don't know why it's loading so slow. But what is that? Raw Tag. Thank you for the $50 contribution, man. Oh, my bad. Hit the wrong button. Says gratitude. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. And now this thing want to load. You see it just loading, y'all. I'm trying to read y'all's Cash Apps. Let me see. I have to reset my phone real quick. Let me find out y'all didn't crash Cash App. Showing some support. Let me reset this real quick. King Connect always support. Always support. And I'm not here to exhaust y'all's pockets and nothing like that. I'm not trying to fleece y'all out of nothing. It's just that if I've noticed a real decline, like people, I never see these colors. These colors y'all see in the chat, I don't ever see them no more. But I'm still putting out good work. King Connect, he says, cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet and show my people their transgressions and the house of Jacob their sins. And that's what we're doing right now. Crying aloud, sparing not. We don't care what you got to say. We don't care how you feel. The truth is coming out. And I'm going to sleep real well knowing I did the work that the Father wanted me to do. Knowing that he wanted me to call out this epidemic of witchcraft. Let me see. I had to reset my phone, y'all, because I'm trying to shout y'all out who's showing support here. All right. Let me see here. I want to shout out Darren B. Shout out to Darren B, Dennis York, Derek Yasharel, Miles Bell, Katina. Okay, Katina, I see you. Katina, Grace Hill, R. Ron Beard. I want to shout y'all out, man. I want to shout y'all out for supporting my work. Shout out. Yo, thanks. I want to thank Mactical. $10 contribution says, hey, bro, keep doing what you do. The support will come. Hey, man, recently the support ain't been here for weeks, and I've been doing what I do. So it's like, sometimes you got to remind people, like, yo, we really rock with this brother, but we haven't been supporting him. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a reminder, like, yo, fam, I still need y'all support to do this work. You know what I'm saying? God's girl says they are pathetic. No witch can hurt you when you have the armor of God. I second that notion. I definitely second that notion. I'm right with you with it. Yes, man. So, you know, this one right here has been powerful. Hopefully y'all took away a lot from this, and share this with people. Share this with people, because, you know, people need to hear this. Our women need to hear this. They need to repent and get away from this stuff. All right. Look, I love each and every one of y'all, man. I want to thank y'all. Let me double check, because I don't want to leave nobody out who's showing their support. Just real quick. France, German, thank you as well, man. I thank y'all. And y'all have a blessed evening. More material coming. Y'all have a good one. With that being said, shalom and peace.